It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Jonathan India. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Grisham has a beat on it. He's got it. One up, one down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
In the air, right side. Judge has it sized up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. And that's in there for strike 1. And that one popped in the air, left field. Dominguez. And that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the hill today, Seth Lugo.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And there's a foul ball. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind of the pitch. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Big time power. And Judge spoils that one.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And the batter now, Austin Wells. High fly ball, right field. This can go the distance. Home run! He'll take a trot around the bases. His second homer this series, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead Batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here is Goldschmidt. Ball one, no strikes.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
He was late there. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next
No,
offering
that's a
upstairs.
Well, Boog, early on in this
balls,
one, having a
one
hard
strike.
time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
That one misses. Ball three. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Counts full.
That's a good
Thank you,
at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That is fifth.
So man aboard. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Rip towards third. Beats to second. Out there. On to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first. The throw won't get there in time, and they come away without an out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Foul ball there.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. In the air, center field. Isbell under this one. And that ends the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. New inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez. Carrasco back to work. Line drive. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Massey measures 6 feet even, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-2. One out, base is empty. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Michael Garcia in the box now. No balls and a strike. That hits the dirt, and now it's even 1-1.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. Royals set down in order. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Grisham, a guy that understands the strike zone. And delivers outside. That's out to center field. Isbell calls it in, and there's one away. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground to first. Pasquantino takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Aaron Judge at the plate. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Lace to right center, base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's going to be Austin Wells. He's already homered in this game. And that one sliced foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. That clips the corner. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Witt makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. Top half of the third inning, Cavan Biggio up to the plate. In the air, left field. Dominguez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Drew Waters at the plate now. That's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Base knock center field. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's there with a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Kyle Isbell batting with one down, takes a strike. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2.
Boy, I didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Jonathan India at the plate. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball is outside.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
And that one hammered. That's back. Into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye. He'll circle the bases. His 7th home run of the season. It's 5-zip. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, singing a laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. No play. That's an infield single.
Now batting, center fielder.
Man at first with one gone. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 0 for 1 so far. Lugo picks to first.
He beat it.
And he's back safely. And that is out of play. Dominguez, the base runner at first with one out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw, tag, out. What a throw by Salvador Perez.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it, apply that tag, hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
0-2 now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And now Oswaldo Cabrera. And a swing and a miss. And that drops in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that one in the air center field. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And the lead is now 5-0. Back here in New York, now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Right through there for a strike.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball. 1 and 2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out to short, Volpe. Whips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Volpe throws to first in time. And he has thrown. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Evan Sisk. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here is Aaron Judge.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
A walk, and he's also singled. This to third, and a foul ball. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Biggio sizes this one up. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Digging in, Austin Wells. He's already homered here in this one. In the
1
dirt,
ball, no strike.
and that is ball 1. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
Paul Goldschmidt.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. That one hit to right. Biggio. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left. Back for more from the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Carrasco back to work. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Garcia batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Kevin Biggio steps in for the Royals. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Carrasco winds and deals.
No, that's
Close
a ball.
one, doesn't get the call. 1-1, and you know you're going to play. I mean, in Florida, rain is a serious issue during the summer, and you know that you are going to play 81 home games. Carrasco will move to first. Back in there standing.
If you live in a city or you're playing a game in a city where it's open air and there's bad weather, all of a sudden in your mind you start to wonder, are we going to play it tonight or not? And the discipline is to stay focused and make sure you prepare yourself in the event that you do play the game, because if you're not ready and the game is being played, you can get beat and you can get embarrassed that night.
Swing at a ground ball, and that's just foul. This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2. Drew Waters stands in. Doubled in his first AB. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Waters goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. That's towards center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and that is that. Royals lead 1. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hit in the air, left field, makes the catch, and there's one down. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Trying to bunt his way on. He's safe. On with a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
One down. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So a man aboard, and next for New York, Trent Grisham, 1 for 2. Now snap throw to first, and he's back in there. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw, save!
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Pickoff moved to second, and he's back in safely. Volpe stands at second with 2 gone. Another throw to second. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him. On a line out towards center. Reaching down and makes the grab.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
India now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And ball 1.
That's inside.
The Yanks leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Out to short, Volpe. Throws across the diamond, 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Witt in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field, and that keeps the inning going.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now here comes the skipper.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 41.
That one's in there. Strike 1. In the air, left field, down the line. Reaches, but can't haul it in. Here comes Witt around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 5-1.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez, 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. That's a little bit low. On the ground, right side. Can't field it cleanly. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-1. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Trent Grisham. Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Way inside, and that hit him.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. Coming home. Plays the plate, and they cut him down. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running decisions that were made.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Gets it to first, and that is the inning. The Yanks lead 1. Back in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time, and a quick out, number 1. And next up for the Royals, Maikel Garcia, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There comes a skipper. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Fernando Cruz.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Dominguez sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And now the right fielder, Cavan Biggio. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Judge hauls it in to end the inning. Back in the Bronx, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells. The other way. Oh, he gloves it.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. This ball's chopped to the ground, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Yanks held in check. We go to the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Drew Waters. Cruz back to work, and that's way high. And that's ball 1. Cruz, in his 3rd season, he features a splitter, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And he grounds one to the right side. Jazz tosses to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Swings through that one. 0-1.
1 strike.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to Goldie. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Jonathan India. And that's in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. There's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2 stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Angel Serpa. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The shortstop takes the ball. Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Serpa. He's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. And a couple of quick outs.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the 9th and to the plate for Kansas City. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Pasquantino, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And first offering is fouled off. Slice down the right side. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. Royals down to their final out. So up next, Michael Massey, 1 for 3. In the dirt. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.